Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Eclihpse, and today we will be breaking some world records, but not just one record, but two. And before I get into the main purpose of today's video, I am actually doing a giveaway over on Twitter. I'm giving away 3 $10 iTunes gift cards, so if you want to enter that, I'll have a link to the tweet below. All you have to do is retweet and follow, and you'll be entered. So again, you don't have to enter. I'm just saying, if you want gems, it might be worth entering, but since we have that out of the way, let's get right into the very first record. This footage right here was actually taken from my live stream a few days ago, and Jewish Lewis and I were just trying to break the giant skeleton world record, and I think this was our very first attempt at ever trying it. So in case you guys want to try to break it for yourselves, feel free to do so, but we managed to get 17 giant skeletons, and the day before I tried this, some of my clanmates said they had the record at 16 giant skeletons, and I tried doing research on YouTube and Google and the forums, Reddit. I basically looked everywhere and there is no giant skeleton record anywhere. So to my concern, 17 as of now is the giant skeleton world record. Now if I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comment section below, but I was asking you guys on Twitter, I was literally looking everywhere and I could not find anyone who has gotten past 17. Most of the records are like 13, 12, 10, so we got 17. I don't know if that's good. I don't think anyone has gotten past that, but to be honest, we did this our first try. We had a lot of mistakes, so I'm guessing that if you guys try this with a friend, you can probably break 17 with ease because it didn't really seem that hard. And if you guys are ever trying to break a world record or just trying to spawn as many troops as you can, I think the most important things are: 1, get your pumps down as early as possible. If you have your pumps down right away, once 2 times elixir starts, you'll just be flying through elixir. The second thing is, do not destroy your friends' pumps. Yes, this seems easy, but Jewish Lewis and I do this almost every time, and it definitely does screw us up. And the final thing you should do if you are trying to break a world record is take out the enemy towers as early as possible. If you guys can get the towers down within like a minute and a half, you can start pumping elixir early and you will just be set. And those are pretty much the 3 main factors. So again, right here, there's at least like 60 seconds left. We both have each other's towers destroyed and we're both pumping up. So if you guys look at Jewish Lewis up top, he's actually gonna be the person sending in the giant skeletons, and then me, I'm on the bottom. I'm the person who's on the defensive end. So basically my job is to just keep spamming royal giants and regular giants and then freeze his giant skeletons, and you'll see me doing that in a minute. So right here, we're just trying to pump up a bit more, just trying to get some elixir so we can have enough to successfully, just keep on pumping our elixir. I just said a lot, forgive me. But at this point right here, we decide to start. So I put my giant in the back. That's not a royal giant. Then I send the royal giant in, and Jewish Lewis, his main purpose was to wait until my giant got over the bridge. Also, one thing, it might be a little bit pointless to spam a royal giant right away. So if you guys are trying to do this, just send 1 giant in. But right here, my giant's crossing the bridge, so he sends 2 royal giants in. And at this point, we both have a lot of elixir collectors. It's 2 times elixir, so we're just flying through elixir like crazy. Oh my god, I said elixir a lot. But back on track, look up top. I have giants destroying all his stuff on accident, and there's one flaw. But then again, his royal giants are just all up top, and I just keep spamming giants in. I'm just doing regular giants. I'm not mirroring those, and as you can see, I have a giant down on his end. I have a giant on my end, and right here, I'm about to send another giant in. So basically, the key is to just keep on spamming giants. Also, I do have a freeze spell, so it might be a good idea to implement that. If you freeze his troops, you can freeze them in place, and then the giants can actually push his giant skeletons backwards a bit, and that's also a pretty helpful thing. So right here, I'm trying to keep his giant skeletons on his half. So what I'm doing is I'm just deploying my giants on his end a bit, and as you can see, his giant skeletons haven't even crossed the bridge yet, and at this point, I'm just doing a pretty damn good job at defending, I guess. So we're still pumping up on elixir. I'm spamming giants, he's spamming giant skeletons, and we are also deploying cannons on the elixir collector side side, because if you look at, I do have spear goblins that I am kind of placing occasionally, and he's kind of sending skeletons over, so the cannon does a good job at clearing out the troops that go over the other end of the bridge. So right here, I'm finally starting to use my free spells, and as you can see, his giant skeletons are just getting all spread out, and it kind of looks a bit funny. But again, right here, there's about a minute and 20 seconds left. His giant skeletons are still on the other half of the bridge. We're still doing pretty good on elixir, and right here, there's a minute and 10 seconds left. So whenever there's a minute and 10 seconds left, stop with the collectors completely, because I'm pretty sure it takes a minute for your collectors to successfully, profit elixir. And right there, again, same thing. I'm freezing, sending giants, freezing, sending giants, and so on and so forth. So still, all of his giant skeletons are on his half of the bridge. There's about 45 seconds left, and honestly, we weren't even sure how many giant skeletons we had at this point. We were just trying to spam as many as possible, and I'm pretty sure, like I said earlier, this was like our very first attempt at this. So if we can get 17 our first try, I'm sure we can get more if we do it again, or I'm sure some of you guys can beat this. So right here, there's about 20 seconds left. We have one giant skeleton on the other lane, and we can't really fit anymore on the other half. I'm trying to freeze them to save time, but Jewish Lewis sent a rage spell like an idiot, and at this point, it's pretty much the downfall. So he 3-crowned me, but on the bright side, we ended up getting 17 royal giants. This next world record is a bit unorthodox, and I think the only reason this is a world record is probably because no one has really attempted it. But this record right here is the most Pekkas, like big Pekkas, not mini Pekkas. This is the most Pekkas ever spawned in an online match at the same time. So this replay comes from JB, and this guy just randomly joined my clan, and he's like, hey, is Eclihpse on? I think I have a world record for him. So JB is a level 13, and he's been trying to do this for a while, I think, and basically his goal is to just kind of go somewhere where he's comfortable in trophies and just try to spawn as many Pekkas as possible. So he managed to get 6 Pekkas at once in a real match. So keep in mind, this isn't a friendly battle, this isn't his friend, this is just a random opponent that he is going to spawn 6 Pekkas on. And I asked JB if he wanted me to give him any special shoutouts or anything like that, and he said just say shout out to JB. He didn't want his Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or anything like that shouted out at all. So I'm just going to assume he doesn't have any of those and go on with my day. But thank you for this record. So this is when JB actually places his first Pekka down, and before I say anything else, if you guys see anyone get more than 6 Pekkas in a real game, again, please let me know, because I'm pretty curious, or I want to know if anyone has done more than this. So at this point, he already has a few Pekkas down, and look at the Pekkas take out that royal giant. They just decimate him. So again, right here, there goes his 4th Pekka. So at this point, he has 4 Pekkas down, and he is down. Like, at this point, it looks like he's pretty much gonna lose the battle, but let's be real, he has 4 Pekkas. So now he places the 5th Pekka, and he's trying to mirror his 6th and last Pekka. So he has 5 Pekkas all pushing the enemy tower at once. There goes the 6th Pekka down, and now at this point, he has 6 Pekkas all pushing the enemy tower. And as you can see, they just destroy everything like butter. Like, they just swing a few times and go on with your day. So unfortunately, JB did lose this battle, but it was pretty cool to watch. So he did 6 Pekkas. Now I'm gonna cut over to a live raid, and we're gonna see if we can get 6 Pekkas or more on our own. Okay, so I am now over on my iPad, and we are officially live. So heading over to my deck, this is going to be the deck we're going to be trying to use. Also, if any of you guys want to try to spawn as many Pekkas as you can, or maybe try to spawn as many giant skeletons as you can, please let me know how many you guys can get in the comment section below, or feel free to tweet me some pictures over on Twitter. I'd like to see how many troops you guys can spawn, and of course, I see every single tweet I get because I'm always on Twitter. But let's hit the battle button and see how this goes. So we are against I don't know your name, but this dude is at like the same trophies at me, and he is a level 9. So I don't have an elixir collector. Crap. Okay, so here's the new deck. I swapped a few things out and I added the elixir pump, so I think the deck is one more price expensive, but we also do have the pump, so hopefully that helps us out a bit. I'm gonna give this another go and hopefully it goes a bit better than what we just experienced. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna commentate this whole raid or I might just skip until the 2x elixir part, but whatever I do, you'll find out in a second. So at this point, it's 2x elixir and I haven't even realized, so let's get our Pekkas going. So right now, we have 2 Pekkas down. I'm going to try to kind of cycle through and get the 3rd Pekka incoming. So let's just go over there and zap that. And now we're going to send the fire spirits in, and now we will be getting 3 Pekkas. Come on, where's the 3rd one? So now we have 3 Pekkas down. We can get the 4th Pekka, come on, hurry up! Oh my god, are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? Hurry, hurry, hurry! We have 4 Pekkas down. Please, please. Oh my god, we barely even got 3. Okay, so we ended up getting 3 Pekkas down, and that was as many as we could spawn. I have no idea how that one dude managed to get 6. I mean, we got 3, and we could have had 4, but that would have been close, but we barely even got 3 Pekkas to spawn. So I actually do challenge you guys, if you want to do a real match, like not a friendly match, do a real match and see how many Pekkas you can get to spawn. I honestly thought I'd be able to get a bit more, but holy crap, it's actually a lot harder than it looks. So if you do this challenge, please tweet me pictures because I want to see how many you guys can get. But this is going to be a wrap for the video. If you have any other world records you want me to try and complete in the future, please leave those down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a like as well. But guys, this has been Eclihpse. This is everything I do have to say, and peace out.